everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Gurmantra Shiksha Ka Granth. I am your educator Nidhi Dua and I warmly welcomes you at this platform. So I hope guys you all are doing good, you all are fit and fine. Since your exam is near, I hope your preparations are on top. So guys, in previous lectures we have started our section 4, that is equilibrium. So this is our part 4 on the topic equilibrium. So without any further delay, let's begin our today's topic. So first of all, let's see what syllabus we have covered till now. We have covered all the sections except this section 4 and we will end up this section very soon. Okay. So first of all, in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about vapor pressure. What is vapor pressure? So at a constant temperature, the pressure exerted by the vapors of a particular solution on its container wall or its surface is known as the vapor pressure. Now, on the vapor pressure, on the term vapor pressure, there is a very important law that was given by the scientist Raoult's, and this law is known as Raoult's law. According to this law, the partial pressure of any volatile constituent of a solution at a constant temperature is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that constituent in the solution. Okay, so to understand the Raoult's law, let's take a mixture or a solution of two compounds. Let's say we have liquid A and liquid B. We have mixed the liquid A with liquid B and we prepared a solution. And let us consider the partial pressure of liquid A and liquid B will be the PA and PB. And vapor pressure of these two liquids be P0 A and P0 B in the pure state. Now, according to the Raoult's law, PA is equals to Na upon Na plus Nb into P0 A. What was PA and PB? PA is your partial pressure of liquid A. So partial pressure of liquid A is that equals to the mole fraction of compound A. And you know it very well. To calculate the mole fraction of any compound, you require the mole fraction of that particular compound divided by the total number of moles present in that particular solution. So Na upon Na plus Nb into P0 A. P0 A is the vapor pressure for the liquid A. Partial pressure of A will be equals to the mole fraction of A. This is your mole fraction of A into vapor pressure of A. And mole fraction of A can also be written as XA into P0 A. Similarly, for B solution, for B liquid, we have the mole fraction of B into vapor pressure of that particular liquid B. If we consider the total pressure is PS, then total pressure of the solution PS will be equals to the XA P0 A plus XB P0 B. Okay, and you know it very well, mole fractions of two different liquids that are making a solution will be equals to the 1. So XA plus XB will be equals to 1. Now, if we talk about vapor pressure and mole fraction, the graph between vapor pressure and mole fraction, this will comes likes to be a straight line. You have to memorize this point. This is very important, guys. Now, we are going to discuss about the three left colligative properties. In yesterday's lecture, we have discussed the osmotic pressure, one of the colligative property, and in today's lecture, we are going to discuss the rest three colligative property. Number 1 is relative lowering of vapor pressure. Okay, so what is the relative lowering of vapor pressure? When a non-volatile solute is dissolved in the pure solvent, then the vapor pressure of that solvent is lowered, and that is the vapor pressure of the solution is always lower than that of the pure solvent. Okay. So in the relative lowering of vapor pressure, when a non-volatile solute is dissolved in the pure solvent, then the vapor pressure of the solvent always decreases, tends to be lowered. If at a particular certain temperature we have P0, that is the vapor pressure of pure solvent, and PS is the vapor pressure of that particular solution, then relative lowering vapor pressure will be equals to P naught minus Ps upon P naught into Na upon Nb, where Na and Nb are the moles of two non-volatile solid A and volatile liquid B. What was P naught and Ps? P naught is the vapor pressure of solvent and Ps is the vapor pressure of solution. Okay, so by this formula you can calculate the relative lowering in vapor pressure. Now, third colligative property we have is elevation in boiling point. So what do you mean by elevation in the boiling point? The boiling point, the definition for boiling point is when a liquid at particular temperature having the vapor pressure equals to the atmospheric pressure. Means the boiling point of liquid is that temperature at which the vapor pressure becomes equals to the atmospheric pressure. Means vapor pressure will be equals to the 760 mm of Hg. And when a non-volatile solute is dissolved in a pure solvent, the vapor pressure tends to be decreases, and the difference of that delta Tb, which is the difference of boiling points of the solution and solvent, which is represented by delta Tb, is known as elevation in boiling point. Okay, so for this elevation in boiling point we have a derivation, but you don't require that derivation. You simply have to learn the direct formula. Okay, and that direct formula is this: delta Tb is equals to Kb into Wa into 1000 upon Ma into Wp. Okay, so what is Kb? Kb is the molar elevation constant or ebullioscopic constant. So if you want to calculate the value of delta Tb, the elevation in boiling point, you simply have to learn this formula. Okay, in question you will be given the value of Kb, and or simply you can remember this formula by delta Tb is equals to molality into Kb. This is very important formula, guys. This will help you to solve a lot of numerical problems based on this topic, or you can say this colligative property. Okay, and now if Kb only depends on the nature of solvent, which can be explained by thermodynamic relation. If in any question you have given the thermodynamic relation, you have been asked to calculate the value of Kb, the value of ebullioscopic constant. By the thermodynamic relation, you can calculate the value of Kb by this direct formula, where the formula says Kb is equals to RT naught square divided by 100 into Lb, or MRT naught square divided by 100 into delta Hp naught, where Tb is the boiling point of solution, M is the molar mass of solution, Lb is the latent heat of vaporization of solvent, and delta Hb naught is the standard enthalpy of vaporization of solvent. Okay, now a very important note that says Ostwald process is used to determine the elevation in boiling point. You have to remember the name of this process, that is Ostwald's process, that is used to determine the elevation in the boiling point. Now, fourth colligative property we have is depression in the freezing point. So basically, the freezing point of a liquid is that temperature at which liquid and its solid state exist in the equilibrium with each other. It may be defined as the temperature at which the liquid and solid states of a substance have the same vapor pressure. This point is really very important. Freezing point of any substance can be defined as the temperature at which the liquid and solid state of that particular substance have the same vapor pressure. So, when a non-volatile, non-electrolyte is dissolved in a pure solvent, the vapor pressure of solvent is lowered. Okay, so to calculate the value of depression and freezing point, we have a very big derivation, but you don't need to learn that derivation. You simply have to remember this formula. Formula is delta Tf is equals to molality into Kf. Now what is Kf? Kf is another depression constant. Delta TF is equals to 1000 into KF into WA upon MA into WB. So to calculate the value of TF, that is your difference in the freezing point of two substances, that will be equals to molality into KF. Now similarly, we have studied in the elevation in boiling point. If you have been asked to calculate the value of KF according to the thermodynamic relation, you simply have to remember this formula. Again, KF is equals to RT naught square into 100 into LF, or MRT naught square divided by 100 into HF naught, where T naught is the freezing point of the solvent, M is the molar mass of solvent, LF is the latent heat of fusion, and HF naught is the standard enthalpy. Okay, now we have some questions related to the today's lecture. So number one question says the relative lowering of vapor pressure is equals to the mole fraction of the non-volatile solute. This statement was given by. You have four options. Number A, Raoult. Number 2, Henry. Number C, Joule. And number 4, Dalton. So you have 10 seconds to answer this question, guys. Okay, so for this question, the correct answer is your option number A, that is Raoult's law. You know it very well. According to Raoult's law, the relative lowering of vapor pressure is equals to the mole fraction of that particular non-volatile solute. Okay, next question. If Raoult's law is obeyed, the vapor pressure of the solvent in a liquid is directly proportional to. Option number A, mole fraction of solvent. Option number B, mole fraction of solute. Option number C, mole fraction of solvent and solute. Option number D, the volume of the solution. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is your option number A, that is mole fraction of the solvent. Next question. Colligative properties of the solution depends upon. Options are nature of the solution, nature of the solvent, number of solute particles, and both B and C. That means nature of solvent and number of solute particles. Okay, so correct answer for this question is option number C. Okay, that means colligative properties depends upon the number of solute particles. Next question we have, which can pass through the semi-permeable membrane. Means you have to memorize the topic osmosis or osmotic pressure. Options are molecules of solvent, molecules of solute, simple ion or complex ion. So guys, correct answer for this question is your option number A, that is molecules of solvent. So guys, this was all about today's lecture. On the topic colligative properties, you will get some numerical problems in the next practice session. Okay. Now, in case if you are new here at our YouTube channel, you can like, share and subscribe. And if you have any query, you can mail us or contact us. Complete information is given to you on your screens. You can also join our Telegram channel, Gur Mantra Shiksha Ka Granth. On our Telegram channel, you will get PDFs and new notifications related to your exams. Now, a very important announcement. If you are preparing for CSIR UGC NET, you can follow Neha Taneja ma'am on Unacademy platform. On Unacademy platform, you will get daily life classes, structural courses, live tests and quizzes, and with one subscription, you will get unlimited access. If you are interested, you can go through with detailed paid classes. While taking these detailed paid classes, you can use referral code NEHA, that is NEHA. And after using this referral code, you will get 10% discount on total fee. I personally request you guys to follow Neha Taneja ma'am on Unacademy. She's one of the best educator over there. Okay. Thank you very much guys. I hope now you all are cleared about the colligative properties.